Gaziantep is a city that Turkish baklava is originated from. Maybe you've heard of doner or künefe, like the Turkish kebab that you see everywhere around the world. That is originated in Hatay. Maybe many of you guys watch those interesting, funny videos of a Turkish ice cream seller who is dancing with the ice cream, and everybody knows those videos. That's Kahramanmaraş traditional ice cream. I mean, these are not really cities and people that you don't know. You know them. These people need our support. I guess this is the time to help them. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of our podcast with Aylin. How are you doing, Aylin?
I'm okay, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm also okay. We decided to, before going back to our normal episodes, do an exclusive episode to pay our contribution to all the victims and to all the people that are affected by this tragedy in southern Turkey.
Yeah, so this is going to be a little bit different to our usual episodes, but we're just going to go over some of the statistics related to the earthquake. Just wanted our listeners and viewers to kind of see what they could do, learn more about it, and that's the plan for today. Let's just get into it then.
Yeah, of course.
On February 6th, 2023, there were two earthquakes in southeast Turkey. The first one was 7.8 magnitude, and then the second one hit the area 9 hours later, and it was 7.7 magnitude earthquake. Since the first earthquake, there have been more than 2,000 aftershocks, and some of them have reached above 6 magnitude, which is really high. The deaths are actually approaching 50,000 now in both Turkey and Syria, and the most deaths have been in Hatay, and there are different estimates right now in terms of how many people have been affected. And there are some estimates that up to 180,000 people might be buried under the rubble who haven't been recovered yet. The estimated homeless population in Turkey is about 150,000. And in general, it could be that up to 26 million people have been affected by the earthquake. Which is
26 million people were affected.
Yeah.
And when we say affected, it means all sort of somehow they were connected to this
injured,
tragedy.
Loss, homelessness, have been displaced, had to leave the area.
Yeah. 26 million.
Yeah, that's the estimate of affected people, which is a huge number, and it's really hard to comprehend numbers sometimes. Especially, we were just talking about it after COVID, after the world was experiencing the pandemic, where we had to deal with a lot of numbers all the time.
Yeah.
At some point, it just became either too difficult to keep up with them or too difficult to even comprehend the impact. But, we have to be aware of them because numbers represent the scale of destruction, and also they represent the need for aid as well. So I think it is important to mention them.
Honestly, when you just said it, I was just right now I was thinking about the numbers. We heard it also during COVID time, where like every day 50,000 people, like 40,000 people, different cities in the world. And when I'm thinking about it, I mean, guys, I just want to mention that those numbers are people. They're humans, like, like let's say a family of 6, it's the number is 6, but every human, every life is valuable. Every life is valuable. And it's really sad when I think about it.
And also I think, we focus on things like just number of deaths. And then it's like, it's like tragic, but this is just how many people died. Every death represents, tens of, sometimes hundreds of people, especially in close-knit communities who just lost somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And also in a disaster like this, there's no end to it once the death toll is calculated. It's not like, now we know, how many people passed and how many people are injured. right now people are on the streets. Right now people can't go back into their houses. Right now, there's just still so much going on that will keep going on. So it's easy sometimes to just see those numbers rising, especially when like popular media outlets, they just give updates. They're like, okay, so now it's this much, now it's that much, nah, and then they stop reporting on it.
Yes.
But it doesn't end there.
No,
like
it
nowhere
doesn't.
near that. I looked up population of New York State and it's 19.8 million. That's with NYC.
Whole New York State.
Yeah, the entire state. And as we mentioned, the number of people affected is more than 26 million. And we also have to keep in mind that a lot of the times numbers that are reported may not reflect the actual situation.
And everybody's working really hard there, and it's not really easy.
Yeah.
We've been hearing a lot about these cities, Hatay, Kahramanmaraş, Gaziantep. There are many more cities, Adıyaman. There are more cities affected, Adana even. But globally, they're just names for people. I mean, someone who live in other countries, they might not really know what are these cities, what's so special about these cities. I just thought personally to remind people how these cities and people in these cities contributed to global culture. Maybe you guys tried Turkish baklava. Turkish baklava is very popular. Gaziantep is a city that Turkish baklava is originated from. Maybe you've heard of doner or künefe, like the Turkish kebab that you see everywhere around the world. That is originated in Hatay. Künefe is a dessert originated in Hatay. Maybe many of you guys watch those interesting, funny videos of an Turkish ice cream seller who is dancing with the ice cream, and everybody knows those videos. That's Kahramanmaraş traditional ice cream. So I mean, these are not really cities and people that you don't know. You know them. You came to Turkey. You came here for tourism. You enjoyed culture of these people around the world. You watched their videos, and I guess this is the time to help them. I guess this is the time to these people need our support.
When it is on this scale, in fact, it's the largest earthquake in Turkey since the beginning of the last century.
Yeah.
And it's the largest earthquake in the world since Haiti, which was horribly destructive. There are things that you can do right now. It's not just to, like you're saying, to feel bad and whatever. And help is going to be crucial at all stages. I hope that people don't forget in the coming months, because it's going to be ongoing to take care of everyone who has been affected, to slowly start recovering, to rebuild. There's so many aspects to dealing with a humanitarian crisis. But currently, there's still things to be done. There's still ways to donate, which we will get into in the end. And there will be links also under our video. But yeah, it's important. And it shouldn't be ignored. There were like historic sites destroyed. I think some UNESCO protected as well, that have stood there for centuries and they were affected by the earthquake. There were a lot of losses.
When I came to Turkey, one of the things people told me, they were always telling me that Turkish people, they have a high limit. They don't say anything, but when they say big. I saw how Turkish people from around the country, from different cities, they started to help when it happened, when the tragedy happened. We have many friends who immediately went to help. Many communities, even many expat communities. One of the things I love about Ataturk is that Ataturk says whoever believe in this republic and whoever contribute to Turkey is Turkish. Many expat people living in Turkey immediately started organizations to help Turkish organizations to send help to those people and those places. Many communities, and it was I mean, it's really sad what's happening, but at the same time, this greatness.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's like the power of humanity that we'll always forget about.
The power of collective society of Turkey.
Yeah, and how people organized themselves. It was really fast, and it was like no one was wasting time
No.
from the people.
Yeah.
Everyone just, they were like, okay, here is the donation location for this area. Like Göktürk, which I always talk about because I live there. Even that place, which is outside and like not that big, there were 3 separate donation locations instantly set up within the first like couple of hours. And, you know, me and mom, we were collecting things, and then we thought that, you know, we would show up, maybe be some of the first ones. No, we showed up, the room was overflowing. They were like, we don't have anywhere to put this. Like, you need to put this outside or take it somewhere else, you know, and it was a pretty big space.
Yeah.
There were just people like giving whatever they have, and keeping in mind that Turkey, you know, people have not been doing super great financially. Like, there's been some challenges, you know. So just to see people still be giving and giving and giving, it's not that easy sometimes to give. But it almost felt like they gave everything that they could and still are giving. And that's been wonderful to see. Yeah, just in terms of solidarity and the things we can do if we just get together for something we all deeply feel for, you know. It's actually, I just thought about this, but very briefly, for anyone who's been feeling kind of like overwhelmed, sad, and burnt out, it's okay to not constantly be watching updates, and like, it's not even okay. I think it's necessary, if you can, to take breaks and to still do things that make you feel more positive while this is going on.
And because we can only help people if we are strong, you know.
Yes, exactly.
This is a Persian saying. We say you gotta be strong in order to help those who are victims, those who are affected by the tragedy.
Yes.
So we need to you know, collect our thoughts and be peaceful, meditate, pray. I don't know, whatever that makes you feel good, do it and live your life and focus on how we can help those people, maybe using a little bit of rationality and logic.
Yeah. But once you've done your part, like once you know that for the moment there isn't much else you could do, take your time to
to live your
relax
life.
for a little bit.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. International help, I was gonna ask.
Yeah. I mean, that also has been really nice to see. Also the power, I guess, of the world to just ignore all the political differences.
Yes.
In some ways. In other ways, you know, there's still things we could be doing, but there were a lot of rescue teams from all over the world who came and tried to help, and we appreciate those people who came and fought for people of a different nation as if it were their own. And yeah, internationally, you know, there's been a good amount of attention, I think, in news and media.
105 countries
Helping?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. I think it's around that number. Yeah, so I think a lot of them have returned at this point because active rescue is kind of over. But yeah, they were here.
Yes.
Which is great.
So true.
There's also international organizations that have been organizing their own separate funds and whatever. Also, I saw just on more of like a personal level, like all universities that I had been a part of, they were also organizing.
Universities from different countries?
Yeah, like
nice.
US, Canada, there were a lot of things being organized by the students.
Nice.
And a lot of people actually donating, like people even organizing, you know, events and stuff, like even like DJ events and things like that, where, you know, the proceeds are being donated, and it's still going on, which has been really nice to see. Yeah,
wonderful. Yes, it's very important that it's time of the crisis, and things are very sensitive. People feel very sensitive and emotional at this point, and it's we need to focus on help. We need to focus on donation. We need to focus on solving the problem.
And I don't think we still understand, even possibly. Like, we're going to be seeing the damage for months to come, you know?
Yeah, of course.
Because in any like crisis, there's first the
Every time.
physical aspect of things, you know, like literally saving people, rescuing them,
yeah.
whatever. Then there's like the homelessness aspect of things, but then there's also the psychological consequences, which are
Aftermath.
going to be incomprehensible. You know, there's going to be a whole region, there's going to be like millions of people probably with PTSD, with, you know, other issues, and that is going to have to be addressed. It's not just going to go away on its own. So yeah, the consequences are severe.
Please donate to you know, we can call, maybe we can call two organizations that we know in Turkey, Afat and Ahbap. You can donate to these organizations.
Yeah.
I know that if you have some stuff, you can take it to municipality, the belediye. You can
Yeah.
deliver your
It's
stuff
still
there.
also happening internationally, so just check with your like local council, sometimes Turkish consulates,
Turkish
post
embassies
events.
maybe.
Yeah, because all over the world people have been collecting donations and
Yes.
like even physical things. Not, you know, it doesn't just have to be money, it can be like necessary items.
Yes, it can be items.
Yeah. Blankets or, you know, other things. The lists change.
List
so
changing. You can follow.
yeah, keep up with the updates.
Social media. I mean, internet, news
Yeah.
agencies. You can contact Turkish embassies.
Also, just if you aren't Turkish, just reach out to your Turkish friends, because a
yeah.
lot of them are very
Oh,
much
yeah.
aware of what to do.
If you're in Turkey, you can easily find. I mean, everybody can tell you. If you're outside Turkey, somehow you can reach out to your Turkish friends. You can contact
Yeah.
Turkish embassies or find, you know, Turkish people, organizations, and they're sending stuff to Turkey. And yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah,
I guess.
we will. That's pretty much it. We
Yeah.
will have. Let's hope for the better days.
Yeah.
For everyone, and we will come back with our episodes in coming weeks.
Yeah. To everyone who's been affected, I guess to all of us, honestly, geçmiş olsun.
Geçmiş olsun. Geçmiş olsun. Gerçekten geçmiş olsun. Evet.
And thank you to everyone who has helped and
Yes.
assisted with something.
Yeah. Thank
Very,
you guys.
very
Thank you. Yeah,
appreciated.
thanks to all those friends,
Yeah.
people who immediately rushed to the area,
Yeah.
helped, donated, organized. Great job, everyone. Yeah. Thank you, Eileen. Thank you for
Thanks, you
having
too.
this together again. See you soon.
Yeah.
Talk to you soon again.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.